So we just 100%ed Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I've got to say, it was a great game. One of the best.
I had no idea going into it how fantastic it would be. It feels amazing to just move around in, and the destructible terrain is awesome.
I know, especially, like, before going into it, I'd played some Donkey Kong games, played some Donkey Kong Country, played some Donkey Kong 64, which I do want to beat. Not really blown away, didn't like the character. I don't play...
Pre-Bananza, I probably would have gone as far as to say I don't like Donkey Kong.
Not really.
As a character, but now I definitely do.
No, I never played Donkey Kong in Smash Bros. Although you never when you do, you're not bad. But you're a heavyweight fighter, so I don't play him in Smash. Don't play him in Mario Kart. Don't like him in Mario Party when he does appear. Worst part of the Mario movie was Donkey Kong. Like.
Well, and he still is, because I don't like the design and decisions they did with him.
And then Bananza comes out, and they show off the redesign. I don't like it. It looks horrible. But then, my goodness, playing it. If Clair Obscura hadn't come out this year, it would have been the best game this year.
Yeah.
I mean, I already love, all the 3D Mario games. I think it's hilarious that, like, you got Mario 64, and then you got Donkey Kong 64, literally like the same game, but with Donkey Kong. And now we have Mario Odyssey, and here's Donkey Kong Bonanza feeling like the same game, but once again, just like with Donkey Kong 64, it just kind of gives you more.
Yeah.
Here's what you had, and we're gonna just build on that, but now do it better with Donkey Kong. Not saying Donkey Kong 64 is better than Mario 64, but
one thing I do wish that they had taken from Donkey Kong 64 is I wish they kept the different characters you could play as.
Yeah.
If you meet Diddy Kong, and all of a sudden you can control Diddy Kong now. I know that wouldn't work with the destructible terrain and stuff, but it would have been really cool if they had put that in.
It would have been instead of the Bonanza modes.
Yeah, and you could even control Poppy at the end.
I would have loved if Poppy had been playable. If they had made your playable cast Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, Poppy, and Grumpy.
Yeah.
For like late game, you get them.
But I think I prefer the Bonanza modes than
it wouldn't have worked with Pauline.
Yeah.
And yeah, as seen with K. Rool, slight spoilers, they could each have their own Bonanza modes. Like Donkey Kong could have 5 Bonanza modes.
But that puts in a lot more work for the developers
to do. It's a ton more stuff that the game just didn't need. There's always a game could always give more, and when it's a really good game, more is. I mean, it's bad when you play a game and say, "Oh, I wish it gave less." Like that was too much. With Donkey Kong,
you didn't necessarily feel. I didn't feel like I wanted the different playable characters when I was playing it.
No.
But in retrospect of the game, that would have been really cool.
Mostly when you think of Donkey Kong 64 and realize, oh, we had changeable characters. Yeah. And yeah, I could have... I mean, there was a ludicrous number of bananas. We found every single banana in the game. The only thing we did not do was complete every skill.
Yeah.
But that requires...
You need to purchase so much from the Bananium chips.
Yeah, and that is not... We got every banana, every fossil. That, to me, is 100%ing the game. I don't need to complete all the skills. I could have easily found double the bananas on double the levels. I didn't even need more story. Just the gameplay was so fun. Dude, I mean, if it got DLC, that'd be amazing. But I just wanted more levels, more bananas. Just give me more Bonanza abilities. Give me more. I'll take the more characters. It's just it was so fun. I could have used so much more. It does, I loved the elephant Bonanza, but it did kind of irritate me. Personally irritated with myself that once I got the elephant Bonanza mode, I didn't really use anything else.
Yeah. I mean, you always use the different ones, use the ostrich for flying, use the snake to get around. The elephant was just the most convenient for destruction.
Those were unfortunately underused. There were a lot of... I mean, being able to jump higher, being able to fly over things, being able to run faster, these were used for a couple puzzles here and there, but for the most part, Elephant Bonanza takes care of everything.
Even running faster as Zebra Bonanza, most times you don't even need that. You can get around other ways because the game's so open-ended.
It's incredibly open-ended. I'd love to see what the speedrunners are capable for this game, because
I'm sure it's got ludicrous time.
So much to skip. The addition of Pauline, I think, definitely took it from, if I would have rated it here, Pauline brought it up to here.
Yeah, it was a really good addition.
I just love so much that she's on your back the whole time, just chilling out.
All the songs
singing,
are so great.
Songs were amazing.
Between all the Bonanza songs and the big finale song.
The finale song was just fantastic. I will say, for anybody like us who 100% of the game and collected every banana, the ending is a little bittersweet. Like, the post-game ending. The main game ending where you beat K. Rool, just absolutely amazing. You know, you don't really see K. Rool coming, and then wham, here's K. Rool. Awesome boss fight. You get up to New Donk City, just absolutely fantastic. But then it's like, oh, okay. Here's a bunch more bonus content. And you're like, yes, bonus content, more bananas, more stuff. And they say, go to all the elders so you can learn a new song. And then it never performs the new song.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the worst parts I would give about the game.
Only major complaint is in the post game, it says you're getting a new song and it doesn't deliver.
Well, then they even hint to the fact that it's going to be the original DK theme from the main arcade
Pauline
game.
briefly hums it.
So, like, why just make one song? When you dive up the hole for the second credits, just play the new song, and everything would have been better.
Don't hint to me I'm getting a new song and then not deliver.
If they're going to do that, if they didn't want to give a new song, I would have preferred you going back to all the elders before K. Rool and just not have a post game.
Anything would have
just
been
kind of merge
better
it. You can still throw the bananas out after beating the game. That's fine. But
I just don't say she's writing a new song. You could be going to the elders for any other reason. Don't tell me I'm getting a new song and then not deliver.
She could still be learning
just
the
give me
different
my
mechanics.
new song. I was so expecting a new song.
Yeah.
And instead, you get a still image of her performing her new song, and you don't get to hear it. So 100% completion bonus, not really worth it unless you just. But again, I would so gladly go and collect more bananas if there were more bananas.
Because the gameplay was just so fun.
You don't play Bananza for the story. You play Bananza for...
I mean, the main game story was really good, and a lot of people, I'm sure, would say they play it for the story.
I did really like the story. I think it had possibly more story than Mario Odyssey, being that Mario Odyssey has, like, no story till you rescue Peach.
I mean, Mario is pretty normal Mario story.
This had...
Having K. Rool come was pretty cool, though.
This had a little bit more story. With, like, good kind of, like, plot twists, almost.
Yeah. I don't know, because I don't think other Donkey Kong games... I mean, obviously, most of them were too old to get DLC, so I don't know if this one will.
Well...
It definitely has room to just place another sub-level.
Mario Odyssey did not get DLC.
Yeah.
And the way the game is kind of designed, it'd be weird for them to say, oh, there's a sub-level off to the side.
Yeah.
And again, why would you be
going
going
there? You
there?
can collect the bananas, but there's no point.
They would have to say, Pauline's learning a new song again.
They better give the song
go talk
that
to the new Bananza Elder, get the new Bananza ability, and then they better deliver on a new Pauline song.
I was shocked that they didn't show it at the end of learning it.
It was, when credits roll, you feel really good, and then you go that extra mile, and then you don't feel good.
Well, like, I love music, so I was really looking forward to a new song at the end.
Yeah. And I mean, all great games are going to have that one thing you can complain about.
Yeah.
I mean, Expedition 33, if I had, like, one big complaint, it's that you don't get Gustav back in Act 3.
Yeah. They so easily could have made it.
It's just right there. Just plop Gustav back into my party in Act 3. That could have been so easy. Doesn't need to mess with any of the story.
Yeah.
Not getting into it. I don't want to spoil any of the story, but, like, they could have just... Boom, here you go. I'll give you this. You know,
they had a perfect chance to bring him into the team again.
Yeah. You know, there's just always something to complain about a perfect game, and Bananza was a perfect game. I just wish its post-game content didn't just, undeliver what they promised in the game. But
I mean, it is hard to complain about post-game content.
I know.
I shouldn't have really expected anything from that. But.
This is post-game content. This is not important. I bet
but
you
the
not
base
many
game
people
itself was perfect, and I have no real complaints with.
Truly the only competitor to Claire Obscure's throne.
Yeah.
Because they both just take the genre that, the genre of turn-based games and the genre of 3D platformers, and these two games took their
like
genres,
the pinnacle of their genre.
Not just the pinnacle of their genres, but they did something their genre has never seen before.
Yeah.
They took their genre and they pushed back past the boundaries of their respective genres and did something absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I think another great game that came out this year, probably my third favorite game of this year, is Silksong. And while it is a perfect Metroidvania, it is not taking the Metroidvania genre and just turning it on its head and doing something that we've never seen done before. It is...
Well, we haven't beat it, so I hope it does. But
that'd be
I don't
insane.
expect it.
It's, to me, it is a perfect Metroidvania. It is, you know, at the pinnacle of what Metroidvanias are and can be.
And everything you'd expect as a sequel to one of the best Metroidvanias.
Yeah. But Donkey Kong Bonanza and Clair Obscur, they took their genres and they went past anybody's expectations, I think. I don't think anyone's played a 3D platformer that just said, here, you can basically just go wherever you want, do whatever you want, destroy whatever you want, dig a hole, go over here. Just the open-endedness of it was insane. I don't know if we've ever seen a game at this scale be this fully, with this kind of fully destructible terrain.
And I don't really know, like, when or if we'll see it again, because it's kind of perfect for Donkey Kong.
It
like,
is.
Mario can't have that.
I will say that as busting through all this earth and finding all this gold, the gold in particular, I'm like, okay, I need the Odyssey team to make a Wario game.
Yeah.
You know?
But they won't have this kind of terrain destruction.
You arguably still could. Wario's all about just like punching through stuff. If they had if they basically just took the world and gameplay of Donkey Kong Bonanza and swapped Donkey Kong out for Wario, gave you a bike, gave you a pickaxe, you know, and said, go get the gold. Who cares about bananas? We're after gold now. You know.
It would be a lot of fun.
It makes me want some kind of 3D, huge, open world, gold digging Wario game, complete with lots of bike and just riding your bike across an open world and digging for gold.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna have explosives, I'm sure. You know, and then you eat garlic, and then you get superpowers, and you can you fly with toot power? Like, it makes me see the potential for a future Wario game, and I never wanted a Wario game before. They exist, and I beat Land.
I don't know if they'll bring the series back or not, because it's been so long.
I mean, Donkey Kong hasn't seen a 3D game since the N64.
Yeah.
Wario got his first and only 3D game on the GameCube. So, I mean, if they can revive the 3D Donkey Kong franchise, and from what the creators have said, it sounds like they want to continue down a path where Donkey Kong gets 3D games and 2D games.
Yeah. Which is a good call, because, like, I want to get into the 2D country games and stuff, and
I know
they look fun. I would definitely want to enjoy more of both of those.
Definitely.
One more slight complaint I have about the game. I really wish they could have just put in a fur dye for brown.
That was a great irritation to me. For those who don't know, you collect gold to fill up your Bonanza meter, and then once your Bonanza meter is filled, you can then use your Bonanza modes. And as long as your Bonanza meter is full, your fur color is not brown, it is orange. Which is
a cool mechanic to have.
It is cool because you're like, oh,
showing special abilities triggering.
Yeah, but your Bonanza meter is always filled.
Yeah.
Even if
it's so easy to fill.
You use your Bonanza meter, it goes to empty, you change into your Bonanza mode, and within 20 seconds before your Bonanza mode's even gone, you've already refilled your next Bonanza
Especially
meter.
if you're using Bonanza with Elephant to clear land.
Or the Kong Bonanza, like you're getting gold so fast. Your Bonanza meter is always filled, and thus I never got to see Donkey Kong brown. It took me literally like 20 hours to finally like Google, like, why is my Donkey Kong a weird color?
Yeah, it was so long before you even knew. It's just, they have so many fur colors. Just have a brown.
Give me a brown fur color. I mean, because I'd see people online, and I'm like, their Donkey Kong's brown. Why is mine an ugly orange? I literally thought there was something wrong with my screen. Because I'm like, are my colors off? Am I colorblind? Why are there... But then, like, inside the game, if you read the tutorials inside the game, it shows you Donkey Kong with brown fur. I'm like, so it's not my screen.
I was, like, thinking, okay, when are we going to unlock
why is my Donkey Kong a weird color? And no, it is just a game mechanic that... Yes, if I could have turned that game mechanic off, I would have turned it off.
Yeah, it's a minor thing, but it's still a slight irritant.
It was grating at the back of my mind, not knowing why he's frickin' orange. But again, I love to dwell on those things I would change, but that doesn't change the fact that it is still a flawless game.
Yeah.
I know it's a flawless game with flaws. But it's because those flaws aren't really important to
the game
the
is
core of
flawless.
the game.
The slight complaints are very minor compared to how great it is.
There will never ever be a game that there's not something you would change. Doesn't make it not a perfect game that deserves 10 out of 10, and if it weren't for Clair Obscur, deserves to be Game of the Year. And is arguably one of the best Nintendo games we've gotten since Tears of the Kingdom.